Every leadership failure you have ever witnessed had a communication problem at the root of it. Every broken team, every failed project, every relationship that fell apart under the weight of misunderstanding. Communication is not a soft skill. It is the core skill. And the leaders who get it right do not just talk more or talk louder. They have developed specific habits around how they listen, how they speak, and how they make the people around them feel heard. Today, we break down exactly what those habits are and how you can start building them right now. Welcome back to Thinking and Growing. We have been going deep in this leadership series, and today, we hit something that touches every single relationship in your life. Not just the professional ones. Communication. How you say what you mean. How you hear what people are actually telling you. And how you create an environment where honest conversation is possible. I spent years leading people in high-stakes environments where communication was not optional. It was the difference between mission success and mission failure. What I learned in those environments is what this video is built on. Let's get into it. Most people think they are better communicators than they actually are. And that gap between perception and reality is where most leadership problems are born. Here is the truth. Most of us were never taught how to communicate. We were taught how to talk, how to present information, how to make our point. But real communication is a two-way exchange, and the listening side of it is where most people fall completely apart. We listen to respond, not to understand. While the other person is still talking, we are already formulating our reply, already preparing our counterpoint, already deciding what we think before we have fully heard what they are saying. That is not listening. That is waiting for your turn to talk. There is also the problem of assumption. Most people assume that because they said something clearly, it was received clearly. But communication is not just about what you send, it is about what lands. And what lands is filtered through the other person's experience, their mood, their history, and their interpretation of your words. Effective communicators know this, and they take responsibility for both sides of that equation. Here is what separates leaders who communicate well from everyone else. They listen to understand first. Before they respond, before they advise, before they redirect, they make sure they actually understand what the other person is saying and what they need. This sounds simple, and it is genuinely hard to do consistently. Because it requires you to quiet your own agenda long enough to fully receive someone else's. They ask before they assume. Instead of filling in the blanks with their own interpretation, effective communicators ask clarifying questions. What did you mean by that? Help me understand where you are coming from. What would be most helpful to you right now? Those questions are not weakness. They are precision. They match their message to their audience. The way you communicate with a seasoned professional is not the same as the way you communicate with someone brand new to the team. The way you deliver hard news is not the same as the way you celebrate a win. Effective leaders read the room and adjust accordingly without losing their authenticity. They close the loop. They do not assume that a message sent is a message received. They follow up. They confirm understanding. They create accountability on both sides of the conversation so that nothing important falls through the cracks because someone assumed someone else had it handled. Here is the practical side. 4 habits you can start building today. First, practice the pause before you respond. When someone says something that triggers a reaction in you, stop. Take one breath, then respond. That pause is not hesitation. It is the moment where you choose your response instead of defaulting to your reaction. Over time, that habit will change how people experience you in conversation. Second, repeat back what you heard before you respond. Not word for word, in your own words. So what I'm hearing you say is this. That habit alone will eliminate a massive percentage of the misunderstandings that cost you time, trust, and energy every single week. Third, have the hard conversation early. Most communication breakdowns happen not because someone said the wrong thing, but because someone waited too long to say the right thing. If something needs to be addressed, address it when it is small. A conversation that takes 5 minutes today will take 5 hours next month if you leave it alone. Fourth, watch your nonverbal communication. How you say something matters as much as what you say. Your tone, your body language, your eye contact, all of it is communicating something, whether you intended to or not. The leaders who are most trusted are the ones whose words and body language are saying the same thing at the same time. If this is giving you tools you can actually use, hit the like button. And subscribe if you are not already part of this community. We are building something real here, and every video goes deeper. Here's the thing I want you to understand about communication at the leadership level. Every conversation you have is either building trust or eroding it. There is no neutral. When you listen well, trust goes up. When you follow through on what you said, trust goes up. When you have the hard conversation with honesty and respect, trust goes up. But when you say one thing and do another, when you avoid difficult conversations, when people leave a conversation with you feeling unheard, trust goes down. And trust, once it is damaged, takes a long time to rebuild. The good news is that communication is a skill. Every habit we talked about today can be practiced and improved. You do not have to be a naturally gifted communicator to become an effective one. You just have to be intentional about it. And intention, applied consistently, is how all great skills are built. Communication is not just about the trust you build or destroy every time you open your mouth or choose to stay silent. Listen to understand. Ask before you assume. Match your message to your audience. Close the loop. Have the hard conversation early and watch what happens to the relationships and the results around you. Every conversation is a leadership moment. Treat it like one. Everything we cover on this channel comes straight from the book Thinking and Growing by Rolandus N. Branch Sr. The link is in the description. Go grab your copy. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and I will see you in the next one. Think deeper. Lead better. Grow on purpose.